welcome back to another episode of God of War Ragnarok. My name is RaisinBran. So I'm starting to lose my voice, as you could probably hear. So I'm going to try not to shout and yell, be my normal self. I want to continue playing this game, and I just want to embark in the story that this game is. It is so well put together. So well put together. In the last episode, we got ourselves accustomed to Kratos and Atreus in the Fimbulwinter, excuse me, if we're going to be German here for a second. Basically, we went through um, Fimbulwinter and we basically got to see how our companions here have been progressing, have been going through this whole session since we last saw them in the God of War game in 2018. Basically, then, after seeing one of the wolves dying in front of Atreus, Atreus goes, buries him, but can't find Atreus, hasn't returned back. So we go and we look for him, and then we find out that Atreus' emotions basically turned him into a bear, and we fought the bear. Where we thought, oh, it's just a bear, but this bear fought back, and it was Atreus. It was Atreus. And that was a whole, new thing. We were like, oh my gosh, what's going on? And then going from there, we get a visit from Thor and Odin, basically saying, because of what you did with Modi and Magni, you're going to pay for what you done. Just stay out of our sights. All that such there. Basically, then we follow Atreus into the forest. He shows us some pretty interesting stuff because, as we learned in the last game, he is born and is a descendant of one of the giants. So, very interesting lore, very interesting concepts and all of that there. But, speaking of lore, I do want to really quickly just skim through some of the lore that was given to us in the last chapter, in the last episode, and just read a little bit more in depth about it. So Faye here. Faye was the being that was in the dream with Kratos, as we saw in the last episode. That it's been too long since Faye left us, and we spread her ashes from the highest peak in Jotunheim. So this confirms that this was the mother of Atreus and was the wife to Kratos and everything there. A journey she planned, one that neither of us was ready for. I dream of her in simpler times when being together was enough. My duty now lies solely with our son, but I still have so many questions for her. So much that I still do not understand. I see glimmers of her in Atreus, and they make me smile. But I am left with those same questions as I try to guide him along his path. He is focused on who he will become, and while it becomes difficult to keep him close, I am grateful I can continue this journey with him for now. So then Fenrir, as you know, was the wolf that basically Atreus cared for, basically died there. Speki and Svana are the two wolves that we are currently riding on, that we were riding on in the beginning of the game when we were getting attacked by Freya. Remember? Because we killed her son Balder. Oops. All that such. We know Mimir, and we know Atreus, and then Skud and Hati, yes. All the good things there. Freya, yes. Balder, yes. Magni and Modi, yes. We killed them in the last game. Oops. Thor, had a big battle with him. Odin, fun times. And the Huntress that we fought in the last episode as well. Just like a fun little mini-boss. And then this Winter Man. The runes appear to be the work of raiders, but I do not know the Winter Man. Their attacks have increased of late. Perhaps he is the source of their agitation. Maybe. Maybe so. Who knows? We'll see. I do have some experience points that I would like to use, quite possibly. So, let us do... can I do anything with Atreus? I can. So let's do that. Let's do the Watchful Protector. That's good for Atreus there. In terms of Kratos, I'm gonna do the spinning chaos. Whoosh. And then for here, I'm going to do the whirling storm. Beautiful. That is just beautiful. Alright. And then we haven't gotten any new armor or new weapons or anything like that yet, because I have a feeling that we're going to meet Brock and Shindy in Shindy's house here. And then we're going to progress, and then we're going to move on. Then we're going to see what
right
is
this
going
way,
to
Kratos.
befall us. So, let us begin with this next chapter.
Come in. Come in! Now, if you would just wipe your feet very thoroughly, I'll wait. You're not gonna wipe your feet, are you? Okay then. Your bedrooms are there, the kitchen is just over there. Anybody need a snack? Kratos? Snack?
I do not need a snack.
What we need is your help getting to Svartalfheim so we can try and rescue Tyr.
To Tyr? Alive? I mean, that's... What?
It's okay. I told him everything.
Everything?
You aided my son and disobeyed me.
No, I kept an eye on him. On your behalf. Nothing risky. Everything very safe. Somebody else speak.
What's important right now is that we try and open up travel between realms again. You said you know a way?
Yes, I do. It's just a lot of mud.
Then why haven't you opened the way already, man?
Well, to be frank, there was something we needed your help with.
Oh! The Huldra brothers finally require the services of the smartest man alive.
That's it precisely.
Hey! Not so fast. How'd that get in here? When the hell is he anyway?
That is my son.
Well, what in all yarns me that happened to him? He's too damn tall now. It looks like that. I blame you. Well, come on then. Let's get him something that fits at least.
He's just getting older, you daft prat. Didn't you ever have an awkward phase in your youth?
Hey,
I suppose what's done is done. But you'll be putting your foot down from now on if you know what's good.
Oh, he's trying. Believe me.
All right, let's gear you fuckers up before you go off gallivanting.
I like it.
Begin with this.
Busted up good. Wouldn't you rather I just whip you up a new one?
It is important to me.
Well, I'll see what I can do. In the meanwhile, how about I fix you up with something to get you by?
Alright, so now we can craft and upgrade armor, weapons, attachments, all the beautiful things. Yes. Alright, so go to
I only got
shields.
materials to make one of these in the here and now. You bring me more resources, we'll see what we can do.
Interesting. Alright. Let's do the... For absorbing attacks and striking back. Let's try to do the parries one. Nice. Let's do that. Amazing. Alright, let's go back. Alright, go to armor.
If the kid's gonna insist on getting taller, best make a habit of swinging in for new duds.
Sweet. Okay, thank you. Alright, well, let's have a look-see here. Let's see. Oh, but I don't have enough forged iron. That's my issue. Just need hacksilver, huh? Upgradable. Ooh. Yeah, let's do that. Oh yeah, let's do that. Upgrade my armor. Yes, darling. Alright, and then waste armor. Don't have enough forged iron. Okay, that's perfectly fine. That's alright. I'm perfectly content and I'm fine with that. Let me look at my weapons.
Looks like Thimble Winter's been hard on our girl. Give her here. She's overdue for some broccoli.
There you go. Make that level 2. Perfect. Okay. All the good things there. Alright. And then Blades of Chaos. I don't have a Chaos Flame, so I can't really upgrade that just yet. But yeah. I think we're good. And then in terms of no special items. Okay.
Found some items you left behind. Tossed them in the chest. What would you do without me?
I'm gonna go look around. Check out my room. Tell Sindri when you're ready.
Alright, well. I feel pretty good, so let's go.
This place is great, Sindri. You built it all yourself?
I knew he'd left something behind.
What'll it be?
Do I have enough now? No, I do not. That's
No
all.
refunds.
I don't plan on refunding Brock. You silly goose. Alright, well, where could Brock
Hey,
possibly be?
come see.
See what?
I guess this is where they store the food. Nice to have options if I wake up hungry.
Yeah, you can say that. Well, I feel ready to
Finding everything
go
all
and
right,
to
I
get
hope?
things started.
How do we unlock the realms?
We'll just need something from back at the workshop. Follow me, and be sure to bring the head. So, where exactly is Tyr being held?
He's imprisoned in a mine somewhere. That's all we know so far.
The realm is full of mines, you realize. You'll need help narrowing it down. Oh, you should talk to Durin.
Who's Durin?
He's a cousin of ours, sort of. Works for the city on safety issues. Should have access to all kinds of information on mines. And I know he's no friend of Odin. That's why your mother sought his help when she was trying to whip up a rebellion. Ready?
A rebellion? Did you know about that?
I did not.
A rebel leader who knew Mom. Sounds like exactly what we need.
I think you missed the ta-da. Well, never mind. I'll have this oiled up in no time. Meet you at the gateway outside.
Rebel leader? Durin? If that ain't giving a hound a haircut.
Huh?
And you just remember things however they pop into your being, don't you? I suppose you think Durin's just counting the days until a couple of strays show up looking for trouble.
What do you mean, Brock?
Will he help us or not?
No, never mind. It ain't old Brock's place to cast aspersions on my relations. This smudge sponger notwithstanding.
Ignoring you.
Fine. Go darken Durin's door. See for yourself how it goes. Just be warned, he's not the friendly sort of dwarf folk you're used to. He's cranky as all get out. And he talk funny, too.
Sounds like a true study in contrast.
I've always wanted to see your home realm. Svartalfheim sounds unique.
Svartalfheim? Huh, stupid Aesir name. We look like dark elves to you.
Oh, right. You call the realm something else.
That's so funny.
Nidavellir, which is also the name of the capital city and where you should look for Durin.
Damn city's so full of Odin fuckers nowadays. It ain't hardly somewhere a self-respecting dwarf would show his face.
Harsh, but accurate.
Harsh but accurate. I like it.
You hear that?
I do. Let's progress.
We'll just need the Bifrost in the head. Brock, do the touching.
Oh, this would be the part requiring my assistance then.
You said it. This device here has been crafted to your measurements. It'll help you get a better look at the problem with those Bifrost eyes of yours.
So I Do I control this thing somehow then?
Oh, no. This is just to hold you in place while we shine this light in your eyes.
Oh! Oh, Cindy, you sodding bastard!
Open! Open now! I was really hoping not to use the eyelid clamps.
Do it.
Oh!
That's it! That's it! Good! Now, release!
Still unpleasant.
That's our cue. Come on, hurry!
I'm coming.
Rascal got eggs, man. What was that for?
You'll see soon enough. Just there. That should do it. See? No permanent damage.
I'll show you permanent damage, you wee fuck. Kratos, throw me at him. Horns first.
Guess you takes a joke, you old goat.
The Bifrost is broken.
Now that we've reconfigured these gateways to use Yggdrasil seeds, you won't need a travel table or a Bifrost lamp anymore.
I also used it for light.
Okay, good note. I'll figure something out, but first, come on, let me show you how it works. Okay, aim your key at the rune for Svartalfheim on the right, then concentrate.
Okay. Okay.
This should take you to the wetlands outside Nidavellir city. Just make your way to the town square and ask for Durin at the tavern.
You sure they'll know him at the tavern?
Durin's always been an inveterate inebriate. I suppose he might have completely changed, but in my experience,
Did you want to come with us?
Oh, I might drop in, but the wetlands are moist. And the Grim are everywhere.
Oh,
Hostile,
nice.
slimy, foul-smelling creatures. But good luck!
Thanks. Wait, what?
I said good luck!
Thanks. Appreciate it.
Whoa. Do you feel that?
What's that, lad?
Anything. Everything. It's warm.
Alright, the quest for Tyr. Our
We
next
can
one.
probably use this boat. If I can just get it free.
Careful, lad.
Ah! Behind you! Watch out! How do you think so fast?
My goodness.
Nita!
Left side, brother! Behind you! Look out! I see we're already off to a lively start.
Atreus, you dropped your guard.
I got the boat free, though. We can head through these channels when you're ready.
Oh, I do feel ready. Oh, I do.
I still can't believe Mom led a whole rebellion here. Against Odin. And never talked about it.
The fact that it didn't go well might have covered that notion.
What your mother did before we met was her business.
Did you ever ask?
Eyes on the water. There are resources.
Whoa,
If you
okay.
never asked Mom about what she used to do, what did you talk about when you met? Like, did you just say, "Woman, guard the house. I will go to catch fish in the river"? and then leave for 5 days?
No. Your mother was far better at fishing than I. That wheel is blocking the channel.
I imagine if you can turn it, we should be able to get through.
So these are wetlands, huh? Pretty accurate.
It is a bog.
The smell is making my eyes burn.
You know, it is a fair bit more potent than when I last visited, now that you mention it.
Looks like the path continues on the other side of that geyser.
I figured as much. Oh, of course. Of course. I gotta find that, huh? Oh, hello. BFR, hey? Aha! I'm the best. Oh. Yes! Max health increase. Woo!
Think that's sturdy enough to climb?
Aye. Good old dwarven craftsmanship.
I am the best.
Tyr was a friend to the Giants. I wonder if he and Mom ever met. If he was a part of the rebellion here.
It's certainly possible. The god of war often advocated for the Giants. Although I don't recall if he ever declared allegiance outright.
You never know.
Left side!
Let's go, baby. Oh! Oh! God damn. Ew. All right.
Watch your right!
Oh, God. Come on, darling.
Watch your left! Behind you!
Yeah.
Watch out! Left foot!
Well done. Could have gone better, but well done nonetheless. I think I would like to go up here now, please. To get this. If I see a chest, I'm gonna take it. There you go. Forged iron +2. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, I see.
Okay, there's gotta be some way to turn the wheel up here.
We'll find it.
Whoa there! Give a man some warning if he's about to suddenly end up snout deep in cheek.
The ground.
Was that an earthquake?
An occasional but not unheard of happenstance in Svartalfheim. With all the mining here, the land's bound to be a wee bit bothered.
Oh wow. Nice job getting it to lower exactly where we need it.
You're welcome. I'm just amazing at what I need to do.
I was thinking, because it's so warm, Maybe it's not that the cold hasn't made it here yet, but maybe it's just different in Svartalfheim?
Aye, lad. Thimble winter doesn't strike all realms quite the same way.
Weird that Fimble winter doesn't always make it winter.
In Midgard it does, but as you can see, the effects here appear far more gaseous in nature. Observe the geysers. Observe the aforementioned aroma. These effects were present before in some form, but now there's new extremity to them.
Yeah, you can say that. Hold on, I want to get off here. If possible. Hold on. Because there's items and everything. Hold on, one sec. One sec. Bam. Whoosh. No sweat whatsoever. There we go. And this.
Father, there.
Whoosh. Nice! I'm finding all the secret chests! Let's go, yo. Ooh, more rawhide. That's pretty good. Ooh, there's an item there. Okay, hold on one sec. I want to make sure I get everything. Nice. Alright, now let's go. Whoa, more rawhide.
Find anything good up there?
You can say that. You can say that I found some pretty neat stuff. Alright, I feel pretty good. Alright. Here we go.
Nisa!
Nice.
What's your left?
Nice.
Things are everywhere. Did they cap those geysers? I think we need to get that wheel moving, but the water doesn't reach.
Doesn't, huh? see.
We froze one of those geysers. Is there another one somewhere?
I see.
Yeah, the wheel's moving and the gate's coming down.
That's more
I
than
got it
ingenuity
now.
for you.
Back to the boat.
I got it now.
If the dwarves of this realm are anything like Rock and Sindri, it's hard to imagine them siding with Odin.
Well, all too often people are blinded to all but their immediate self-interest. Odin offered them safety, and defying him can be quite dangerous.
Maybe they just need a couple of gods to come along and take the fight to him.
Atreus, that is not why we are here.
I was only joking.
War is not a joke, especially where gods are concerned. It seems, Atreus, you intend to recruit Tyr as an ally for war.
I'm trying to keep our options open. Let's just keep moving. I'm glad we're out here, exploring a new realm. Maybe we could just try to enjoy the warmth? Looks like we gotta find a way to open that gate if we want to get to Nidavellir.
Alright, well, I guess not.
Brother, look! That strange bugger popped back out of the ground again.
It's too fast.
Then how shall we catch it?
Flank it. Attack from behind.
Good.
You did it. Let's see what it draws.
Oh, wow. Those are good.
Father.
Let's see. This chain.
Halfway there. There's gotta be another chain to lower the rest of the gate.
Oh, I'm sure there is.
Look,
It's up there.
there's a chain we can pull up there.
I literally... Atreus, I just said that, darling.
Brother, that groom's found a perch on high!
Behind you!
Anyone else? God, so brutal.
Think you can uncover that geyser from here? Oh, I think I get it. If you freeze the geyser, the pressure will turn the wheel. Blocks coming down.
Alright, this is gonna be trippy. Oh, come on. I got it. Hold on.
Is there something else we can hit?
Is that what you're saying? Is there something else?
try hitting the rope holding the block.
There's still the other chain to pull, but how are we gonna get to it?
Maybe you could try hitting the rope holding the block.
I'm trying, darlings.
Maybe you could try hitting the rope holding the block.
Nice one.
Maybe you could try hitting the rope holding the block.
I already got it.
Anything from that block?
That's one of Cavassier's poems. Very highbrow. You should collect any others you find.
Beautiful.
Lad, if I may, what exactly are you hoping to learn from Tyr?
Well, like I said, I was hoping he could tell me something about Loki. I'd also like to hear some of his stories. Traveling to other lands, giant stuff, and maybe about what it was like to fight back in the day. Just for the history, obviously.
History.
Let's hope Tyr's in a talkative mood after being imprisoned for so long. Not all of Odin's captives can be as charmingly voluble as myself.
We have no proof Tyr is truly here.
Right. That earthquake earlier. You think there will be another one?
It's unlikely, but geological disturbances tend to be unpredictable.
If the geysers and smell here are worse because of Fimbulwinter, maybe the earthquakes are too?
Atreus, look ahead.
Wow. Now this looks like a city.
Welcome to Nidavellir, brothers.
Sweet.
Hey, dwarves! Oh. They're, running away.
At least we're in
Would
civilization
sound an
now.
alarm like that if I still had my body and was fearing the notion of being detached from it.
Wild that for us, though.
They are scared.
Most definitely an alarm, I'm afraid.
Why is everybody hiding?
Stay alert.
We'll see.
Hey, could we talk to you for...
any trouble, please.
There'll be no help, to be sure. Best we find the tavern Sindri mentioned on our own, and hope they let us in.
What is this?
The buildings here really are incredible.
The detail in the woodwork is quite extraordinary.
Nisa!
Well, I tried.
Is that a statue of Odin? They must really love him here.
Or fear.
Sindri!
Hello. I'd return your surprise, but I did know you'd be here. I've got something for you.
And
What
what's
is
that?
it, dwarf?
You know, I'm glad I came back here at least once before Ragnarok. Oh, if these cobblestones could talk. Then they'd have mouths. Filthy, disgusting mouths. Do you mind if I fiddle with your bow? Oh, you are long overdue for a replacement. taking advantage of certain material. Ow. Structural sensitivity to sonic vibrations has been something I've been meaning to try for quite some time now.
Thanks for, finally trying it. What's it gonna be this time?
Patience. I find it's best to see these things, in action. Whew.
Oh.
There. Oh, take aim at that gate there. But before you loose, say, Skialfa. Skialfa. Well, I certainly didn't expect you to strip out the creepy crawlies in Nidavellir.
How was I supposed to know they were there?
Right side!
Okay, so, Durlin. Yo. Sindri, any idea where the tavern is?
Do I look like I've ever been to a filthy tavern? The sewer you just punched a hole through seems promising, though. For you. It should lead to the other side of the city. It's not like you're able to open other doors around here.
Alright, well, give me just a second, because now that I've unlocked this beautiful ability, I can do that.
Another of Kvasir's poems.
Beautiful. I see my chests, I get my chests, darling. I want my chests. I want them so badly. Alright, let's progress. Alright, really quickly. Ooh, I'll take that. Yes, please. Is there anything up here? I feel like there is.
So this lockdown really is because of us?
Oh my. Odin's grip on this realm is so firm, any outsider is considered a threat.
Sounds like an Odinism if I ever heard one.
Alright. Let's go ahead. I want to really quickly upgrade my stuff before I
At your service.
progress onward. Alright, resurrect. Ooh. This is actually important. Yes. Resurrection stones. In case I die, that would be really
What can I
good.
make for you?
That would be really good. Alright. Steel handles. Ooh. Alright, I do like my Blades of Chaos, so I'm gonna do that. Yes. I like my Blades of Chaos. Beautiful. Alright, and then both upgradable.
You okay? Or deep in thought? I'll leave you to it.
Yeah, I'm working on my stuff.
I'll disinfect my tools.
Yes.
Hey, what happened to all the armor we made you already?
I used it.
Well, maybe try to make this one last longer.
I will not.
I will not.
Be safe!
Sweet. Thank you. I feel so much better now.
Best of luck.
Thank you.
Any outsider is considered a threat. Is that to protect the dwarfs?
It sounds like it. But knowing Odin, there's sure to be an ulterior motive.
Well, everyone's hiding on this side too.
Odin's occupation of this realm has its hooks in deep.
But there aren't any guards patrolling. We're clearly not a threat. Why hide?
Resist and you're made an example of. To keep the rest in
That
line.
chest.
Self-preservation can outweigh bravery for even the strongest of folk.
Fear keeps them safe and alive.
Of course they would do this to me. Put a chest right there.
Tavern's got to be around here somewhere.
Can't
Maybe
get to
we can
it.
try knocking on some doors for directions.
We could just progress. And see if we can find it.
Let's just keep moving.
Looks to be an artifact from the Dwarven resistance. A firebomb from the chief anti-Odin propagandist in Durlin's rebellion. Quite a sharp wit she had until she turned to circle resistance. Brock would be interested in getting these back. Better in his hands than out in the open.
There we go. Alright. There we go. Let's progress. Back here, huh? Alright. I'm gonna go
Sorry to
this
bother
way.
you.
Selling something, please bugger off. If you're not selling something, please kindly bugger off.
I think I see something. Could you maybe...
No! Thank you.
I love the people here. They're so pleasant and they're so nice and they're so kind. I love it. Absolutely love it. There we go. Alright, what's next? Push that.
This looks promising, right? That's like a house. If he's here, maybe you should let me do the talking.
You.
Well, we don't want to intimidate him. You're tall as a tree and you have a severed head on your head.
None taken. Fair point, though.
Very well.
I think that's him. Hello?
Watch yourselves. Apparently, there are intruders about.
Oh, that's us, I think.
Well, if you're planning on killing me, at least let me finish this song. That alarm was in just the perfect key.
We're just looking for a friend of ours, named Durin.
Well, we both know that's not true. Durlin's got no friends left. But if that's all you need, head out the back way there, and you'll see the safety office just across the river. Just don't go making trouble for the rest of us. And while you travel through this realm, maybe you could clean up the head's mess?
What mess?
Later, brother.
I wish to hear of this mess.
The rig's in the bay. Why don't you ask the condescending skull?
Head, I've got skin. But he's right. I made a mistake. I'd have us shut them down.
Side quest. Love to see it. Alright, well. That does sound like fun.
Sorry, one more thing. Although, these are gifts I'm giving to you, so I shouldn't be sorry and you should be thankful. Anyways, here, please be careful.
It's beautiful. Thanks, Sindri.
It is beautiful, isn't it? It's also very useful. You'll be able to find anything your heart desires with it.
Really?
As long as your heart desires the locations your father and you decide and plot to travel together, then yes.
It is a compass.
Ah, but a beautiful compass. Now scamper off.
Maybe I will scamper off. Thank you. Ah, beautiful. I actually have a compass and a oh my goodness. That's fantastic. Interesting. Thank you. So, if I were to map... Ah, beautiful. I can do multiple at a time.
A boat cannot be far.
That's perfect. So
Huh.
happy.
Earlier, Sindri made it sound like Durlin was some sort of rebellion leader. Doesn't sound like anyone's following him.
Was being the key word here, little brother.
There's a building just past these rocks behind me. Maybe we should head that way.
Maybe.
Ugh, those bloody mining rigs.
What about them?
The Skald is right to blame me for them. They were my idea. If you've got the time, they're in the bay just beyond this tunnel.
Maybe I do.
I'd particularly appreciate us checking out the mining rigs in the lake to the right. You can see the smokestacks from here.
But if you don't want to explore now, it looks like Durlin's place is through that open gate to the left.
I'm gonna take some time to do
So,
some
which way do we go?
exploration because I'm a completionist, darling.
We
Completionist.
could prepare
is
more
what I
before
do.
rescuing Tyr. Up to you.
Nice.
Mimir, were you really the one who had those rigs built?
Odin wanted the dwarves under his control, and, well, I convinced him he could buy their allegiance instead of demanding it outright. A trade agreement of sorts.
Oh, there's something there. See, I'm trying to solve this puzzle.
If the dwarves agreed to the deal with Asgard, why do they blame you?
I talked them into their own exploitation.
They made their choice.
Work or die is not a choice. I only made it seem so. What you just picked up there is pure Svartalfheim ore. It won't be of use in the rig anymore, but perhaps our Huldra brothers could craft something from it.
Okay, that's two. I want to get this chest real quick before I leave. Okay, let's see if I can find the third. If I can find where the third one's... Oh, I see. I see, I see. There we go. That should do it. Nice. I'm the best. Ooh. Maximum rage increase. Good for me.
One less feathery spy.
Nice. Oh, kill 48 rave? Oh my gosh, that's a little excessive.
There's a lot to explore here. Kinda nice to be out of Midgard for a bit, huh?
Oh.
You okay, Mimir?
To the blacksmiths of Svartalfheim, the creation of a weapon was a sacred thing. But Odin just wanted as many blades as he could get, as fast as he could get them. With every stolen resource and mediocre blade, the dwarves lost a bit of themselves.
Okay.
Left side!
Whoosh!
Watch your right!
Oh! Oh! God, I love this game so much. Oh, that's just beautiful. That is just so beautiful. And that's 3, darling. That's
It is
3.
done.
If you could call so meager a task done. A wee drop out of the Asgardian occupational bucket.
You must live with your deeds, but do not be troubled by them, brother.
Oh? And why not?
You were given an impossible problem. Do not blame yourself for failing to solve it.
I'm sure the dwarves would feel differently. This doesn't fix things.
No, but it is a start.
A reminder, brother. That Svartalfheim slag we collected could be of considerable use in the hands of Brock or Sindri.
Amazing. Alright. Well, I hope you enjoyed
Beer
a little
smells a
bit
lot
of
cleaner.
side questing there.
It's because we shut down the rigs.
We're going to continue with our main quest, and we're going to go from there. It's going to be such a marvelous time. And find this Durin. And go from there. I will
This
carry on.
is the safety office?
Well, the sign a hair's breadth away from a head injury up there certainly gives that impression.
We're looking for Durlin?
You have an appointment?
No? Has anyone ever had an appointment here?
Here to collect on something, pal? Think parading a severed head around on your hip is gonna scare me into somehow approving Esther's accretion proposal, eh?
We are looking for a prisoner of Odin's.
He's being kept in a mine somewhere. Some friends of ours said that you could help.
Where did you get... You chop her head off with that too, eh?
She was my wife.
Dina and I wondered where she went after our little coup here failed.
Failed?
Yeah, jump, jump. Failed.
Faye is dead.
Rest of them are. One ones left alive have to pay the price. I'm afraid I can't help you with your little prisoner situation.
But he could have answers on how to stop Odin. And free Svartalfheim from the Aesir.
Now, I'm not in the business of crossing the old father anymore. Right, before you go. Take this.
What is it?
A fine. Hygiene code violation for improper transport of a rotting head. 2 demerits for speaking the All-Father's given name, and, yeah, for fucking up my desk!
A fine?
Pay it at your leisure, okay? Get out of my office.
Hey there.
So what about get out of my office? Don't you understand?
You said her name was Diener? Oh, sure. Thank you. I think.
Thanks. Appreciate it. Oh, good.
Hey, this isn't a fine.
Not now. There are enemies ahead.
It's clinging to the wall! We gotta knock it down!
Oh my god!
Incoming! Above you! Right side, brother!
God damn it.
Watch your right!
Let's go, bitch. Oh my god, this is so brutal. I freaking love it.
Behind you, father!
Whew.
Okay,
That was a lot.
as I was saying, I think Durin wrote down directions.
The dwarf has given us a map.
Sort of. You smelled him? But it seems to lead to a mine beyond the mountains. Ah, dear. Durlin helped us anyway.
Not everyone uses axes and arrows to fight.
almost exploded. I should probably have not done that. Go. Give me that. Alright, let's progress. Alright. I feel pretty good about
This
this.
thing looks like it can take us up the mountain. Maybe we'll be able to see a mine up there.
Ah, nothing quite like a dwarven train ride.
Hell yeah.
Heimdall. There's a name I don't miss hearing.
No one said it until you did, just now.
Durlin. He didn't need to say it, brother. It was written all over his face. Well, burned, I should say. Into his head.
He burned that into Durlin's head?
Failed rebellions tend to warrant swift and enduring retribution.
He is a captain of Odin.
Aye, and the bearer of Gjallarhorn. A true believer, that one. There are few things so dangerous in a man as lack of doubt.
Seems like we're here. Come on. This way. I can see another train. Let's look for a way to get over there.
Pretty.
You know, maybe finding Tyr is our best protection.
That's really pretty.
Seemed like Odin really didn't want us to find it. Once Tyr's free and can be god of war again, Odin won't have time to worry about us.
If that is his war to fight, he may have it.
It's a raven. I want to get this raven. Oh my goodness. It's terrible. Come on. Get the raven, you. Ooh, we're gonna have a beast to fight. I see it. It's sleeping there.
Whoa! Is that a Trekkie? What happened here?
Use caution.
I think it's dead. Yep. Definitely dead. Hey, I wonder if...
Atreus!
Whoa, baby! Whoosh. Let's go, baby. Oh, lordy. Down, baby. Go.
Together! That one was tough.
Ooh.
Stay on your guard. There could be others around.
God.
Think that Dreki is what killed the first one we found?
If so,
Oh, definitely. Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes.
was their aggression that got them both killed.
Oh, I got a Chaos Flame. That's good. I need that to upgrade my weapon. Whew. Well, that was a tough...
Down there.
That was
I
a
can
tough
see a
one.
mine. That has to be what Durin was talking about.
Tracks up on the left there. Might be another train we can take.
Father, what if a war with Odin isn't just Tyr's to fight? What if it's ours too?
War is not the only way.
We're gods. Better gods. We're trying to stop Ragnarok, to help people. And what if the only way to do that is war?
Atreus.
Now's not the time. Oh, right here. I was like, where do I go? Nice! Didn't know I could do that. But I will take it. The forged iron. There we go. And now we progress this way. Alright, let's go, let's go. Oh, hello. I remember you fools. Fighting them last time. There was something else.
Looks like we have to get this one back on the track.
Whoosh.
Wow, this thing is small. Okay, we need to go left. Wait, I meant my left. Keep going. Hopefully that's it. We're so close. Just a little to the left. Yeah, that's it. Round 2. Here we go.
Alrighty.
The Kraken hatchling gave you a stone.
Kraken. Oh, Diener. Yeah, it's covered in algae. I was thinking we could show it to Brock and Sindri when we got back. Here. Okay, so, we came here looking for Tyr because we don't trust Odin, right? If you think about it, war could... Uh-oh. On your left!
Ooh! Get out my terrain!
Tell me when!
Atreus, look for a break to stop the train. There should be a lever of some sort.
Found it! The brake's stuck!
Keep trying, little brother.
Father!
God damn!
I think it's about to...
No! Get up!
Father! A troll?
Whoa! Sick nasty, bruh. That was gorgeous.
I can't believe this. Are you serious?
brother.
Oh my lord. Yeah, that's right.
Left side, incoming!
Incoming! Above you!
Head over here. Yeah. I feel so good. I might just browse over here for just a few seconds.
The whetstone of the Night Ripper. When resisting an occupation, sometimes the most obvious methods are the best.
It is old. No longer of use.
But enough about you. I'm talking about the whetstone.
It's good to find artifacts. I will say that. It is good to find that. Yeah, let's progress.
This place is incredible.
Alright, let's keep going. I'm amazing.
So, quite the mouth you had on the train, lad.
It's just a word. I've heard way worse from
The word does not matter. You lost control.
We were falling through the air. I thought we were gonna die.
Is that what you truly wish your last word to be?
No.
In moments of crisis, panic does nothing. Harness it. Let it serve you.
Alright, wow, we're here at the pit mines now. So let's go have our fun with what we need to do.
Look on the ground. Tracks. These must lead into the mine. We'll need to get past this cargo.
Okay.
Let's go.
I wonder. Take me back up.
Looks like the water powers the crane that's keeping the cargo up. Hey, looks like you stopped the water flow in that trough. That's it. Let's head across.
Beautiful. Ah, nice. All right.
There's a brazier to the left of the chest. Maybe you can light it?
Alright, let me...
Good bet there's a couple more near here. Let's find them, yeah?
It's like those birds. It's like, they're so... Ugh. So rude.
I might be able to get up there if you help me.
I need to find the other torch.
Great. I'll head across for a better look. Father, there's a gate up here heading towards the entrance to the mine. If you can get up here, I'll need your help lifting it.
If.
I do want to figure out where this last torch is. I do want to find it. I really do. We'll be in search of it as we progress.
That was close. Try again.
Wait, what do you want me to do?
Oh, come on. You can jump that. Your knees aren't that bad.
Atreus.
I hope you can make that jump. It's another one of those wooden troughs. I wonder how the dwarves thought of stuff like this.
Aye. Might be the great motivator of convenience. Why do the work when you can get the wet stuff to do it for you?
Sure hope Tyr's here.
Atreus, we seek information.
I know. Stop acting like I'm trying to start a war.
Yet you do not say otherwise.
Brothers, maybe we can lay this to rest a bit, eh?
Yeah, literally, let's relax. That's what I'm supposed to do.
You lift on your side. I will lift on mine.
That's what I was supposed to do.
I thought. Thanks. Keep moving.
Like we found Durlin's mine entrance.
Got something else for you.
Sindri!
What is it?
Since you're currently lacking a light source, sorry, and have no way of seeing exactly what untold horrors lurk in the dark, these will help. Okay, back to your exploring now. Off with you.
Thanks, Sindri. Hey, wait. What do you mean by untold horrors? That was close.
Take that. Oh, yeah. Okay. Let us continue to progress. Oh, this will be fun.
I think this is it. This is the mine.
Intriguing. However, we're ill-equipped to do anything with it right now.
Of course.
Look out! Looks like the official entrance to the mine is blocked. But there's gotta be another way.
This way.
Nice. Not a dead end. Come on, let's see where this goes. Ugh, you guys again?
Behind you, brother!
Come on.
Where are they all coming from?
It's just not necessary, darling.
I think I
It's
can hear
just
the water
not.
too.
Slow down, Atreus. Take care. Be ready.
We're slowly but surely getting there.
So, I think I found
Oh,
where those
good.
wrecks were coming from.
They will overwhelm you quickly. Stay close.
I felt that one, brother. Behind you, incoming! Behind you, look out! Watch your right! Behind you!
Whoosh.
Behind you, brother!
He's dead. That'll take care of the rest of these things. That's all of them. The smell these things leave behind is so gross.
A small consequence for disturbing their home.
Let's keep moving.
You know, just a small little coincidence. Hee hee. Alright, let's progress.
I'm sorry. I know you said not to, but I can't stop thinking about this. We spend all of our time fighting bad stuff, and I don't get why we can't do that alongside Tyr.
You do not know him.
We saw his shrines. He's a leader. He stood up to Odin when no one else would. If he's done it before, why wouldn't he do it again?
Images from long ago do not tell a whole story.
There's the door. Once we get off this, let's check there for Tyr. He's gotta be close.
And there's a chest.
I can't help but feel like you're angry with me or something. Ever since we got to Svartalfheim, you've been critical of my every move. If you don't think I can lead us, just say so.
It is not your competence that is in question.
Okay? But what does that mean?
Consider your intent.
This place is huge. Must have taken ages to build.
May have been so.
Another door. We'll have to check that one too.
Current instructions do not say which one.
Nope, we're on our own here. Your question from before, about my intent. I intend to help the God of War stop Odin. And that means freeing him from whatever prison he's in right now.
Brace yourselves, friends,
Sindri?
and be careful exiting that thing. 1 foot at a time. There are loose, rusty nails everywhere.
Have you seen any signs of Tyr?
As if I would navigate this maze of running sewage. No. I'm sure you'll manage that on your own.
I don't know. The water looks pretty clear here.
Keyword, looks.
I'm gonna go ahead
Whatever
and
you need.
upgrade some stuff real quick. Yes, can I upgrade?
Fire's actually a disinfectant, so these are
There you
very
go.
hygienic.
Hold on one sec. Moderate lucky chance. I've got this one equipped. Oh, I've got a lot of rawhide. Okay. Yeah, let's just do this. Okay. And get better steel handles. Cool. I feel
Whatever
so,
you need, I'll create.
I feel so loved and everything. Yes.
Gonna keep it spatter-free this time, right?
Yes. I sure hope so. He he he. Alright. Oh,
Take care of your armor, and it'll take care of you.
hold on. I died almost, so. Yes.
Glad to take that off your hands and wash it. I'll take them.
Then.
What can I make for you?
Yeah.
Till we meet again!
So I don't die, you know what I'm saying?
Whoever wrote this certainly had an eye for detail.
Oh, the vault.
Look, there's a door just across this gap. Tyr could be right there.
Maybe. But we have to...
Sounds like you got the water moving along, brother. What next?
We need to lift this up.
There should be a way to turn the wheel, no?
It should, yes. You would think. Oh, wait.
Oh, water's overflowing where you froze that trough. That's helpful. That worked. Let's get to the door. Come on.
These puzzles are much more elaborate. I really appreciate that. I really do.
Tyr?
Well, I certainly don't think this is where Tyr currently is.
He's gotta be here somewhere. This mine is huge.
Atreus, what do you intend to stop Odin from doing? Speak as if you know his plan.
I don't know his plan. That's why we're...
Ahem. Brothers, with Fimbulwinter underway and Ragnarok around the corner, Odin will be desperate. Whatever he's planning to do surely won't be to the benefit of anyone but himself.
Exactly.
We'll get there. Just don't you worry. We'll get there. We'll find Tyr if he's alive. Word. Love to see it. Alright, progressing. Onward.
Did you see that over there?
Alright, well that didn't work.
There's a broken door up to the left behind this crane. Maybe Tyr tried to escape. We should look.
Outstanding! That overflowing water is powering the crane. Clever.
Just gonna grab this real quick. And see what's up here. Because I am just a little curious.
There we go! I think that should keep the lift fully powered up. We're almost there.
So I was supposed to come this way. Nice.
We'll be up there in no time.
Oh, I see.
Nice. That'll keep the water flowing over the side.
I know what it is that you want me to do. Oh, you want me to pull that down. Alright, hold. Hold up. These puzzles, they're so good. They're so good. They have to really make me think. They really have to make me think. I love it.
That's it. Come on. Let's take that lift up.
That's
Tyr can't
how.
be far.
Just gotta use the old noggin here. Silly me.
Okay, new exercise. Let's think about how Tyr's probably feeling locked up in this mine. If I were imprisoned by Odin and finally freed, Odin would obviously be at the top of my list. But I would just want to fight something. Anything. Even if it was just to know I still could.
Yeah. Yeah. I want that chest. But it's fine. We can't win them all.
Tyr? Oh, what happened here? Wretches!
Catch on the leg! They certainly weren't Tyr. Best look around.
This dwarf didn't make it out. Is that a relic? Huh.
Relics provide a special ability that activates. Ooh. Oh. Nice. I'm gonna upgrade. Because I can, yes.
Perch the pie! Knock him down!
Let's go, baby. Aggressive. Be aggressive.
Might be able to get out of here this way.
Oh, you want to go through the where the dead guy was? Cool. Okay, we'll do that. I like that idea. Let's do that. I do like that idea.
Another empty vault.
Little brother, perhaps it's time
No,
we...
don't even say it. We're gonna find him. Look, another door on the other side of the cavern. Let's go.
Take that. Take this.
I believe we're above where we got off the boat by Sindri. This mine is one enormous spiral.
Indeed. But yet, I'm the best.
What happened? Why didn't that work?
The chain is blocked.
Should be clear now. Ready when you are.
Beautiful. Let's do.
One more door. That one has to be it.
We will see.
Seems like we'll have to get to it first.
Climb across. Look for another way.
I think I see a crank over here. We've used
Atreus.
water to power.
Another mental exercise. Would one who spends their life fighting, such as Tyr, have any desire to prove themselves? Proof leads the wake of destruction.
But if the wake of destruction is a bunch of bad guys, why does that matter? You're strong, and you did the right thing.
War does not measure the strength of a man. One day you understand.
Don't think we need this right now.
Maybe there's a way to get the platform moving again. Hey, we did it! I'll meet you at the door. This could be it.
Bam, a raven. Get wrecked.
Damn it!
Did you hear that, brothers? I don't think we're alone.
Ears open. Eyes up.
Get all the goodies real quick. Nice.
It came from over here. There's a passage leading out.
Well, let's examine and let's explore.
Atreus, do my words irritate you?
It's fine. I get it.
Brothers! Wait, is that light up ahead there?
Hey, this might be it. That door's barred. They must be trying to keep something in.
You don't lock a door like that to secure the spare vegetable.
I see what you must do.
Yo!
Boom.
What did I get us?
Excuse me? Wow.
Tread carefully, brother.
Clearly they don't want us in there. This has to be it.
Back to it then.
Clearly, they're a lovely bunch. Let's go.
Here!
What trickery is this, Odin? What game do you play with me now?
We're not with Odin. We're the good guys.
This is the god of war.
Those blades. I know you. God killer. Have you come from me now?
Only to free you.
Stay away. Brother, let me try. Dear, dear. Look, you know me, don't you?
You killed Mimir!
No, no.
Yeah, we brought him right back.
You stay away from me, you monsters!
Stop! We need him!
Wait!
Great. Oh. Gotta get Tyr. Oh, hello.
I hear them.
Get out of my sight.
Careful, brother. You're covered in bicon.
Boom, bitch.
Atreus!
This way! Cut him off!
I'm about to get knocked around the bunch, aren't I?
Out.
That's the last of them. Let's find your son.
Indeed. Let's just go. Come on, darling. Let's go. What the heck is that? Alright, well, that's...
It's okay. It's gonna be okay.
Just leave me alone.
Tyr, listen, I swear we're not here to hurt you. We're just trying to get
Get
you
away
out.
from me,
Take you
please.
somewhere safe,
I
away
beg
from
you.
Odin.
Show mercy.
This is my father. We help people.
I don't belong out here, please. It's worse when he's angry.
Father!
Are you not a soldier? Are you not a leader of men? Master yourself! My son brought us to this place. For you! Look at him!
You. Why? You don't know me.
I know what you stood for. You helped the giants. We're returning the favor.
We?
We are leaving. Are you coming with us?
Good answer. Oh, he's tall.
Here. Your statue in the lake. You had a spear. I thought you needed a weapon.
Walking stick? No. The kind thought, but no. Thank you, no.
But... Okay.
I ran because I don't always know what's real. Sometimes there's
There's no shame in that, brother. We live in strange times.
everyone hears him talk.
We must return home.
Can you feel that? A wind blowing from over here. Maybe there's an exit nearby.
Names by which I should call you?
I'm Atreus. You already know Mimir. And that's my father, Kratos.
How does the son of a Spartan come to speak for the Jotnar?
My mother was the last giant in Midgard. Laufey?
Laufey. I remember that name.
She tried to help people too. She's in the light of Alphon now.
You have my sympathies.
It's all fascinating. Fascinating stuff.
Are you okay?
These are just much stronger when you're not sitting down.
Probably need to get that down.
Please, let me get that. It's the least I can do.
Whoa.
Okay.
Why risk Odin's wrath to free me?
Well, Ragnarok is coming. I hope you knew that. We thought you'd want to help.
You freed me only to start a war?
No!
So, Tia, it's good to see you in the flesh again.
Mimir, what's become of you?
Following in your footsteps. Betrayal, indefinite imprisonment, execrable torture at the hands of the Old Father.
You didn't deserve such treatment.
Did you? I will say, my view was a touch better than yours.
We found him at the top of a mountain with tree roots wrapped all around him. The only way to free him was to... well, that.
Highly pleasant. For all parties involved.
You okay?
The light. It's been so long.
There's an outcropping just ahead. The shade will make it easier on your eyes. Come on.
You said Ragnarok is coming. Which means
Baldur is dead.
Odin sent him to track down a giant in Midgard, and then he found Kratos and... Anyway, I'd promised to take these two to the tallest peak in the realms if they'd chop off my head and convince Freya to bring it back.
Mimir.
Watch out! It's okay. I've got you. Behind you, father!
Ow!
My stride, brother! Knock that grim down before it poisons us all!
Come. We must leave before more creatures attack. You should have taken the spear. Defended yourself.
No. I've abjured all violence.
But you're the god of war.
I left that behind long ago.
If Odin starts Ragnarok, you really wouldn't fight?
Not even if I wished to.
Alrighty then. Pleasant company we have.
Before we go any further, the truth. What is it you want from me? You speak of Ragnarok. Is it a god of war you came to find? Is that the tear you need?
Atreus.
Forgive me. I am grateful for my freedom. But if you want me to follow you to war, or worse yet, lead you to it, then kill me now. My fight is gone. Damage is done.
No one's killing you, brother.
Better that than to live to see Ragnarok.
We do not seek war.
We just want some answers.
I don't know how to help you.
It doesn't matter. The Giants trusted you. That's the Tyr we need. We need you.
All right. All I ask is for a good night's rest. And maybe some food. I think you killed the guards bringing me dinner.
Brother, perhaps now you'd like to finish the story?
The sons of Thor attacked us. We killed them. Baldur tried to kill Freya. I killed him.
But you skipped over how we fought and freed the Valkyries. And that the Giants are all gone. And how they called me Loki. And finding the shrines
Giants are gone.
When we got to Jotunheim, they were all... dead.
Dead. Do you think Odin...
We do not know.
I think we're getting out of here not a moment too soon.
Whoa, what are those?
Reinforcements from Asgard. The Einherjar will want to investigate my disappearance thoroughly.
Yeah, let's...
Are they using the sky to travel between realms?
Odin's got tricks up his sleeve we haven't dared to consider.
They're coming down on Nidavellir too. Will the dwarves be okay?
The time for such concerns has passed. We must leave. Now.
We gotta go now, yeah, I was gonna say. Let's go. Amazing.
It's been too long. I've forgotten. Beauty.
Tyr, in your travels, did you ever hear the Giants talk about Loki?
I'm sorry. That name doesn't sound familiar. The Giants were very private people.
Makes sense.
Perhaps after a rest.
A treehouse.
Lord Tyr, you're really alive.
Am I? I wonder.
Okay.
He's just tired.
Okay.
Promised him some food and a room to rest in.
Ah, of course you did. Well, let's see what we can do. Please, come inside.
We'll be right in.
Alright, well, we found Tyr. We did exactly what we did and what we needed to do in this episode. It took a little bit longer than needed because I did do some side questing, which is perfectly fine because side questing is worth doing. It is worth doing. I'm just going to make that real clear once again. It's worth doing. It's worth doing. Do you see how much experience I have up there? 4,000. Worth doing. Worth doing. Just saying. I'm just saying. Don't get all that. So, now that we found Tyr, this is good for us. This is good for us because now we can really start to learn more about the Ragnarok that is going to happen, because Ragnarok is basically a phenomenon where everything is just going to end. You know, it's like Ragnarok is like a doomsday kind of situation. You know, it's like things are gonna happen, and everything's just gonna be destroyed and all that such. And Ragnarok is it's not a really pleasant thing. You know, And especially if you have Odin and Thor coming down your ass in your throat saying, don't piss us off. Yeah, it's not a good time. It's not a good time. But we have Tyr, and hopefully with Tyr we can continue to unlock more of the lore that is about Loki and how Atreus is this being. Because Loki, again, like I've mentioned before, Loki is the god of mischief, right? So Loki has like this being, and this is just me from my knowledge from like Marvel. I know, not the greatest reference, but still a reference nonetheless. Like, you know, he can use illusions to trick others and all of that such. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Anywho, hopefully with Tyr we can find more of the lore about this. Maybe tell Freya, hey, I know I killed your son, but like, I kind of need you to not kill me, because maybe we can do some stuff here. You know what I'm saying? So we'll leave that up for, that, and then we'll basically just go from there and live life and all that good stuff, and yeah, just go from there. I think that's the best thing that we can do at this point forward. So with that being said, thank you so much for watching this episode of God of War Ragnarok. Please feel free to leave a like if you liked what you saw. Feel free to ring those bells and let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And with that all in mind, as for right now, this has been RaisinBran. Thank you so much once again for watching this episode of God of War Ragnarok, and I shall see you in the next video.